Hey everyone, Ben here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we're trying to grow on the platform, and turn on the notification bell to be notified of all uploads and live streams. And if you did like today's video, then don't forget to hit a like down below because it helps other people to find our videos, and don't forget to comment down below on any suggestions for content that you have, or comment about today's content. Let me know what you thought. Let's get into the video. Alright, so it's been a while since I've actually done a full Warframe build, as in Warframe specific for my Steel Path Viable build series. Today we're going to be looking at Titania Prime. She is one of my favourite frames. She is fantastic. But before we get into it, don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be notified of all uploads and live streams, because I do live stream here on YouTube every day, or almost every day. It'd be great to see some of you guys in there. But Titania is very special because she has a few decent abilities, although her main one is Razor Wing, and she also has two exalted weapons, being Dex Pixia Prime and Diwata Prime. So Titania's whole gimmick is she turns very small and she goes very fast, and she uses her two exalted weapons, her two dual pistols and her sword, and she basically wrecks everything. Now, her other abilities aren't that great compared to Razor Wing. Razor Wing is the main one you're going to be using. So what it does is, like I said, it turns you to like a tiny little Arcwing. You fly around, you shoot stuff in, you slice stuff. Now let's jump into the build. So we're running Aerodynamic as the Aura mod, so reduces damage by 24% while airborne, plus 6 aim glide wall latch duration. We don't care about aim glide or wall latch duration, but what we do care about is the reduced damage, along with our Exla Slot mod Aviator, which reduces damage by 40% when airborne. So you have a 64% damage reduction with these two on, which is fantastic. We're running one of the new mods, Archon Vitality, for 440% health, and then status effects from abilities that deal heat damage will be applied twice. So this mod is fantastic for this build because on Dex Pixia we run a heat build. Now, you may be wondering how this mod would affect that. Well, exalted weapons count as abilities, which means the Warframe's power strength or ability strength is also factored into the damage. We're running Blind Rage for 99% ability strength and negative 55% ability duration, efficiency, sorry. Primed Flow for 275% energy max. Transient Fortitude for 55% ability strength and negative 27.5 ability duration. We're running Narrow Minded for 99% ability duration and negative 55% ability range. We're running Fleeting Expertise for 60% ability efficiency and negative 60% ability duration. Augur Message for 24% ability duration, and Bereal's Hatred for 150% shield capacity and 15% ability efficiency. In the Arcane slot, we're running Arcane Pistolier, so mine's only rank 2, so basically on headshot kills you get more efficiency, and then I've got a rank 2 Arcane Energize. I know my Arcane Energize isn't maxed rank. It's very difficult to get this max rank unless you're willing to pay a lot of real money. But it basically gives you more energy, or a chance for more energy on energy pickups. The higher the rank it is, the more you get back. So overall, we're running with 125 armor, which is her base armor, 744 energy, 925 health, 450 shields, 136% duration, 120% efficiency, 34% range, and 254% power strength. So the power strength is necessary because of her exalted weapons. Again, they count as abilities, meaning that they get boosted by this. The range doesn't matter too much for her because the only ability you're really going to be using is her Razor Wing, and the guns don't factor into the ability range because they're weapon, like the bullets are gun bullets, so they don't count into that. And then of course duration and efficiency to try and lessen the amount of energy drain that we're draining on that ability. I do recommend, if you have Arcane Energize, definitely run it, because it doesn't matter what rank it is, as long as you've got one, because it does help, trust me. But let's jump into the build for Dex Pixia Prime. So for Dex Pixia, we're running Hornet Strike for 220% damage. You can change this to the different factions if you want, but I don't, because I always forget to change those mods. You know, the damage to other faction mods, whatever you want to call them. You can run those if you want. I choose not to. I go for a general build because I always forget to change them. Galvanized Diffusion for 110% multi-shot and an on-kill plus 30% multi-shot for 20 seconds stacks up to 4 times. Lethal Torrent for 60% fire rate and 60% multi-shot. Stunning Speed for 40% reload speed and 30% status chance. Galvanized Shot for 80% status chance and on kill plus 40% direct damage per status type affecting the target for 14 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Pistol Pestilence for 60% toxin and 60% status chance. Jolt for 60% electricity and 60% status chance. And Scorch for 60% heat and 60% status chance. So on this, we're running a heat and corrosive build. Now, the heat is what's going to factor in from Archon Vitality, because if we go back to Archon Vitality on Titania, so status effects from abilities that deal heat damage will be applied twice, meaning that you're going to get double the amount of heat damage. Now, Dex Pixia Prime doesn't have a Pistol Arcane slot because it just doesn't. To be fair, she doesn't need it. She's already OP enough as it is, so she really doesn't. But I would run criticals on this. I failed to see the point, honestly. You do not take it that high. I think this goes to about 3.4 times, and then the critical chance that it goes to about 30%. It's really not worth it. You really do want to run a status build on this thing. And again, with Archon Vitality, you're getting double the heat, so it works. And then Duarte Prime, her sword. We're running Razor Wing because it's the only thing you can put in this slot. Condition Overload for 80% melee damage per status type affecting the target. Vicious Frost for 60% cold and 60% status chance. Virulent Scourge for 60% toxin and 60% status chance. Berserker Fury for on melee kill plus 35% attack speed for 10 seconds, stacks up to 2 times. Organ Shatter for 90% critical damage. Pressure Point for 120% melee damage. True Steel for 120% critical chance and ×2 for heavy attacks, and Molten Impact for 90% heat. So on this, we are running a heat and viral build. Viral, of course, being very handy for this weapon because it's a sword, it's a slash weapon, so the viral health procs will proc with slash, and heat as well to start melting that armor. Now, out of the two weapons, you're definitely going to be using Dex Pixia a lot more than you're going to be using Duarte. But basically the whole point of this build is to try and make her take as less damage as possible, along with dealing high amounts of damage with Dex Pixia and then Duarte if we need it, but I mostly use Dex Pixia. It is fantastic. I also want to quickly point out I got rid of her first ability for Empower, increases the strength of your next ability used by 50%. So you use this before you use Razor Wing, and it also bolsters her strength whilst in the Razor Wing form because it's a continual ability. The Empower will affect it continually until you come out of Razor Wing if you need to. But let's jump into the mission and I will show you what this can do. Alright, so we're here on Oxmoko in the Void, and I'm going to quickly point out why we're here. I always do in my Steel Path Viable builds. So we're here at Oxmoko in the Void. For the first reason, it's because the Void is one of the latest points of the Steel Path. So naturally, this is one of the ender points. Another reason is because in the Void you deal with the Corrupted, and the Corrupted have enemies of most types, including enemies with just health and shields, and health and high armor, meaning that you get a bit more of a broad picture as to what your weapons can actually do. But now I've stated that, let's jump in. So activate Empower and then go straight into Razor Wing, and we'll go straight with Dex Pixia. Now, because we're running Heat and Corrosion, we're going to pretty much be instantly melting that armor as we hit. And because of Archon Vitality boosting the amount of damage that the heat is doing, it actually adds up and is ridiculously cool. Now, out of the new Archon mods, the only one that's really somewhat useful is Archon Vitality. The others have uses, but they're very niche. Like, they don't give you much of a reason to use a lot of the other ones. Oh, don't worry, I will find a way to incorporate them in some future builds, don't worry. I will find a way to do it. In fact, one build I'm waiting to do is Grendel, because I'm waiting for them to update him. I know they said in the last dev stream that they are reworking Grendel. I'm kind of curious as to how they're reworking him, because Grendel's one of my favorite frames. I love Grendel. Don't get me wrong, I know he's not too useful right now, but it's just a bit of fun, you know, on the Steel Path, going around nomming enemies and rolling around as a freaking meatball. But anyway, as you can see, Dex Pixia is absolutely cutting through these things like a knife through butter. Like, Dex Pixia is honestly ridiculously powerful with this build. In fact, it's a lot of fun to just go around on the Steel Path and just melt everything with it, because it's interesting and cool and very quick, actually. Stuff just goes. Like, we're not even running anything to cut through shields and you just get rid of them instantly. It's insane. But because of how long the explanation was, because of 3 different things we're running on this that we had to test out, let me quickly show you what Duarte does. Now, Duarte is okay, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend using it that much. I would honestly just recommend using Dex Pixia. But I'm going to make a quick cut here because, well, I don't want the video to go on too long because of render times and upload times. So I will cut back once the Acolyte spawns, and I'll show you what this thing can do to it. Alright, the Acolyte spawning. So I'm hoping that my health isn't going to be a problem here because my controller died for a few seconds. Well, not a few seconds, it was about a minute. And, oh, I got cancelled. Whoa, easy now. Oh, can you not cancel my ability, please? Why did it have to be violence? Violence is one of the more annoying ones. Alright. Oh, come on, stop warping me. Oh my god, stop warping me. Right, once we get through his shields. Oh my god. Enough, bro. Bro, enough. Whoa. Why did it have to be violence? Violence is the only one that presents a little bit of a problem for Titania because it cancels your abilities out. Stop. Enough. But as you can see, the health isn't really a big deal. We cut through. There we go. Thank you. Stupid violence. It's the only problem when you've got Warframes that rely heavily on abilities. Violence is not the greatest one to go against. In fact, he's the worst. Especially for Titania, because he can keep bringing you out of Razorwing. It wouldn't be a problem, but I didn't bring any other weapons to help deal with it. I've got Legion, but Legion, I can't go close to this guy. He will kill me quick. So if I had another weapon, I probably should have brought another powerful weapon with me, but... Anyway, we got rid of him, so all you have to do is keep going into your ability if he cancels you out. Fortunately, he didn't pose too big a problem, but let me know what you guys think of the build in the comments down below. Let me know of any other build guides you want, because I'd be happy to bring more. And don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe, because I do stream here on YouTube every day or every other day. It'd be great to see some of you guys in there, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hey everyone, thank you for watching today's video. Above is a preview of the previous upload, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe please, because we're trying to grow on the platform. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be notified of all uploads and live streams, and if you liked the video, why not leave it a like? It really does help other people to find my videos, and don't forget to comment down below on any content you want to see, or what you thought about this video specifically. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one.